Just because of the fine rule. All right, here we go. Look. And you got it. This is example 1A on section 5.03, right? 12 lives in the cube root house. 18 lives in the cube root house. Can they both live in the same house?
Yes.
Okay, now you know what you're going to see now. Look here. They're both going to live in the same house, like that. Okay, now, question. Would you multiply these together?
Yes.
Okay, well, you could, right? Is it smart to do that?
No.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But is it smart? We talked about this in class. No, it's not too smart to do that. Instead, are you going to break down the 12 and 18? Exactly. Now you're going to break down the 12 and 18. What's 12? It's 2 times 2 times 3. And what's 18? 3 times 3 times 2. That's what you're going to see now. There's cube root house. 2 times 2 times 3. 3 times 3 times 2, right? Okay, knock at the door. Can anybody come out to play?
Yes.
Okay, who can come out to play?
2 and 3.
All right, 2 and 3, very good. Okay, so circle your triplets, right? Okay, okay, triplet 2s, right? Okay, and then I underline for this one, triplet 3s, right? Okay, so who gets to come out again? 2 and the 3 get to come out. Is there anybody left over inside?
No.
No? What's your answer? Look at there, how easy that was. It's 6. There it is. Okay, so we got both the 80 and the 5 living in a 4th root house. It's a 2-story house. Here it comes. What would you do now? Divide. What's 80 divided by 5?
16.
16. Okay, everybody getting 16? Okay, everybody's getting 16? Okay, you're right. Very good. 80 divided by 5 is 16. There you go. Okay, what are you going to do now?
Break it down.
Break it down. Okay, so break down 16. 16 is what? 2 times 8 times 2 times
2 times 2 times 4.
2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Right, okay, very good. 4 2s, right, very good. You're right. Okay, there's a knock at the door. Can anybody come out to play? Yes, okay, all right. So, okay, so circle your quadruplets, right? Your 4s, okay? 1, 2 gets to come out to play, okay? Is it plus or minus? It's not even root, plus or minus. You got it. Okay, yeah, 5 times. 5 times what? 27, right. And what goes into 27? 3 times 3 times 3. Okay, so that's what you're going to see. You're going to see cube root of 5 and then 27, 3 times 3 times 3, right? There you go. Okay, knock at the door. Anybody come out to play? Yes, okay. The triplets can, okay? So now, who's going to come out? Who's going to stay in? Okay, and it's what kind of a house? Yeah, a cube root. Yeah, cube root house, right? Okay, so here we go. This should be your answer. Okay. 3 times the cube root of 5, okay? 3 cube root of 5. Okay, there you go. You put the box down. Okay, so you have a radical on the bottom, right? Okay, you have a 5th root of 8, and you have a 5th root of 7, right? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to change it. Keep that the same, 5th root of 7, but the bottom one, we're going to make it into this. 8 to the 1/5 power. All right, now here you go. Think about this a second. I'm going to change this into being just plain old ordinary 8, right? Just 8. What do I have to multiply 8 to the 1/5 by to make it into just old 8? 8 to the 4/5. 8 to the 4/5. Very good. Right. It's 8 to the 4/5. 8 to the 4/5 times 8 to the 1/5 is 8 to the 4/5 plus 1/5, which is how much? That's 8 to the 5/5, right? Or 8 to the 1, right? Or 8, right? Makes sense? That's what's happening. Very good. It's right. 8 to the 4/5 on the bottom, 8 to the 4/5 on the top. Okay? So when you multiply those, right, you add the exponents, as you guys have learned, that becomes 8 to the 5/5, right? Or which becomes just plain old ordinary 8, right? Okay, now look at the top. What kind of house does this live in? The 7th. A 5th root. What kind of house does that live in? A 5th house. Okay, a 5th root house, right? Okay, can they both live in the same house together? Yes. So I'm going to have, they say, hey, let's live in the same house. No problem, right? So if they're both going to live in a 5th root house, who's going to live in a 5th root house? 1 and 4 8s. You got it. 1 7 and 4 8s are going to live in a fifth root house. Making sense? Okay. They're 4 8s, right? They're 4 8s. And there's only 1 7, right? Listen. This is what we learned a couple days ago. Okay. All right, now what would you do next? Break it down. So now go break down the 8s, right? Can you break down 7? But you can break down the 8s. Here we go. So that's what you're going to see me doing now. Breaking down 7s and 8s, right? There you go, like that. Some of them have, not all of them though. Look. So here we go. So they've been good, right? And they've been good, right? Okay, but we've had some bad ones in the house also, right? Okay, so who gets to come out to play? Okay, 4, right? 2 2s, which is how much? 4. All right. 2 2s, which is 4. Okay, now who has to stay inside the house? 7 and 2 2s. So what are you going to write inside the house? 28. Beautiful. Okay, you got it. So a 4 is outside the house. And then a 7 and 2 2s. 7 times 2 times 2, 28, right? And that's all over 8, right? You got that? We're going to 8 how many times? 2 times. You got it. And then 4 will go into 8 2 times. Okay, so what's your final answer going to be?
The fifth root of 28 over 2.
Fifth root of 28 over 2 is right. And that's your final answer. Fifth root of 28 over 2. You got it. Beautiful. All right, so here we go. All right, so here's what you're going to see now. Well, you're going to see this monster house. Okay, here we go. Here comes the monster house. Oh, I know. Look at the monster house. It's like, oh, come on, children, dinner. Oh, Mom. Okay. All right, yeah, it's a huge house. There's lots of kids, right?
It's like a hotel.
Okay, it's like a hotel. Right? It's so big it was a hotel, right? Okay, all right, now, okay, it's a fifth root house, so knock at the door. Can anybody come out to play? Yeah, all right, so we're going to circle our groups of 5, right? Okay, so here we go circling, right? So we can circle that, we can circle that, we can circle that, we can circle that, right? And this is a real easy problem. This is not near as difficult as the previous one. Okay. So now, who can come out to play? 1A, 2 B's, and 1 C. Right? Okay, so what are you going to write outside of the hotel?
A, B squared.
A, B squared, C. Beautiful. Okay, who gets to come out of the house? A, B squared, C, right? A, B squared, C. Okay, now who doesn't get to come out of the play?
4,
Right, 4, A cubed, B to the 4.
Yeah.
That's right. 4A cubed b to the 4th. You say perfect. Yeah, you guys are learning. That's what I'm saying. That's why it gets really exciting to teach you guys. You guys are going up tremendous. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to instead of it being a together house, you're going to break the house up. So we're going to break the house up to be a cube root of x on the top and a cube root of y to the 8 on the bottom. Okay, now you're going to make it into an exponent. So the cube root of y to the 8th is saying, the same thing as saying y to the 8/3, right? And I made a little mistake here when I wrote it down the first time. We put 3/8 like I say. 8/3. There you go. Good. Okay, now here comes the hard part. We have y to the 8/3, but we want it to be y to a whole number. A whole number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why would you have to multiply by to make it a whole number? Not 3/8. 1/3. You got it. Y to the 1/3 is right. Good. You have to multiply this by y to the 1/3. Okay. Now what's y to the 8/3 times y to the 1/3? It's 8/3 plus 1/3, which is 9/3, which is 3. You got it. It's y to the 3. We got rid of the radical. It's y to the 3rd. You're going to see that all happening here. Okay.
Wait, is that 9/3?
9/3, right, which becomes a 3. Okay, now look at the top. X to the 1/3, y to the 1/3. Can they both live in the cube root house? So you write down what? Cube root of x1. That's K. I got that. There you go. And you got the answer. There it is. And we finished. Well, it's close.